Welcome to the Real Girlfriend Experience. This is Samantha, the lifestyle creator.
Brandy, the researcher.
And again, we're the Real Girlfriend Experience. Welcome to the show.
Hey!
This is show number 2, everybody.
Number 2. So, Samantha. So, we already know that our whole thing about this is grabbing your cocktails and inviting us into your living room.
Yes.
So, what's the cocktail? Because we didn't have a cocktail on the first show because it was introductory. You know, just introducing ourselves. Which we did have some wine, but now...
The cocktail of the hour is RU-BAE Kisses. RU-BAE Kisses.
RU-BAE Kisses. Well, so I'm like R. Kelly. Whole lot of kisses. A whole lot of kisses. What's up in this cocktail, ma'am?
Basically, it is a strawberry puree. Your choice of vodka, whether you want a flavored vodka or just a traditional regular vodka. Some white wine. I chose Moscato. And to top it off with Sprite. So you just mix all those ingredients together and
voila, magic. Now, this has been sitting overnight. So do you suggest to our viewers to get the ultimate is to let it marinate overnight?
Let it marinate overnight. When I tell you that this cocktail is hitting,
it's a RU, baby.
It is a RU-BAE.
You hear me? Okay. Information will be on the website. Make sure you check it out. Go over to www.therealgirlfriendexperience, and that's experience with the x.com, so you can be RU-BAE. This the lifestyle creator created this, so this is something that was out the creativity of your mind.
Out of my mind. I went on Pinterest and tried to find something that I think that would have been good for the show. I created the name.
Well, she is the creator, the lifestyle creator.
So, let's dive in.
All right.
Brandy, what have you been doing since our last show?
Well, since our last show, if you went over to the blog, I gave you some saving tips to go to the state fair. So if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we are have the state fair that's here locally. So I just gave you some tips that you can use to enjoy the state fair with your family. So that's hopefully you headed over to the site and got those views. But being that I am the researcher and I love to research in this, you know, just give the people the information and you can make a decision yourself. So I had like a little issue came up with Samantha.
Child, what's the issue?
So I have a teenage daughter. She's 17 and I have a 4-year-old son, a toddler. And my daughter's a senior in high school and she was like, I want to go to the fair. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know, we're such a liberal. I have a parenting style of, you know, just to be liberal and to allow her to experience things on her own once I present her with the facts. So I did some research, y'all.
Are we ready for this research?
Now I want to put this disclaimer out there. I am not telling you not to participate in the state fair. I'm not telling you that. I just want to give you the facts, and you make a choice on your own, because I was stuck with this dilemma. And it may be some people out there that's probably kind of been stuck in the same dilemma. And what do you do as a parent once you know the history and the origin of when something started? Now, these are just only facts that I pulled out. And then, you know, you make the decision. So once my daughter told me, like, okay, she really want to go to the state fair. So, of course, me being the researcher, I just wanted to research the origin of things. So, you ready?
Oh, hold on, child. Let's go.
All right. So the State Fair of Texas started in 1886. Did you know that?
I didn't.
Okay. So 1886 is when it started, and it went through, except during the periods of World War I and World War II. Okay, so it was basically, it was a private corporation, some local businessmen of Dallas in 1886 started the State Fair. Okay. So I found out that information because I like to know, the origin of something. If I'm going to support something, I think, I should, know the origin of it, where it created. So I was like, wow, 1886. What was my ancestors doing in 1886?
I think we were slaves.
Well, here's what I found on my journey. So I wanted to know, when did slavery formally ended in Texas? So it ended June the 19th of 1865. So when the fair started, we were just 21 years away from slavery being officially ended in the state of Texas. So once I got that information, so I'm like, do I want to let my daughter go? Because I know times have changed, and we have progressed from 1886. That's no doubt. But I'm like, well, I know that my ancestors at that time could not enjoy the state fair as we're able to enjoy now. And being that I know the origin of it and doing the research, do I myself personally participate? Or do I allow my daughter to participate?
Well, I feel like we have a freedom of choice, whether to do wrong or do right. Not saying what you're saying is wrong or right, but given the information that you have presented today, she now has a decision to make. And considering that the first weekend that the fair opens, the state fair opens, is, you have Prairie View and Grambling playing. That's like one of the biggest opening days. And so I feel like we have progressed in the state of Texas for that.
Correct. And that's why I wanted to take in consideration, because we got the origin of it. And that's a really good point that you brought up, is that, the first day of the state fair in Dallas opens up with historic black colleges. So is it like, is it progression? Would you consider that we have progressed, that knowing the origin of it, or when it originally started? No, our ancestors were not like, hey, come out and bring your family and have a good old dingy time. But as we have progressed and the consciousness has changed of all people, can we now say that when it comes to that compartment, because we have other compartments or different issues that we have progressed, and then we're a little stuck that we know that we still have to work on, but we just wanted to tackle what's going on as of right now. And as of what's going on right now with the state fair, and being that it's kicking off, opening up basically African Americans, I would say that we have progressed in that that area based on the origin of when it originally started. So I presented all those facts to my daughter, and to make her choice if she wanted to go or not. But I just really wanted to, give her the history, because what's the saying? You don't know where you're going unless you know where you came from.
I agree. I agree.
So just in case, my dolls and my guys in the Dallas area, if you didn't know that little information, that's something that I just want to provide to you, just to let you know that if whatever you're going through in the day and it doesn't seem like that you haven't progressed, sometimes you got to go back to the origin and research it for your own self, so you can see the origin line of that, that there is some kind of, progress that keeps hope alive, that change happens.
Change indeed happens. I agree.
So, what you been up to, doll?
Well, loves. I don't know if you checked out on our website. I did a blog about self-love. Just loving self and knowing that you are amazing. I'm just going to talk about a couple little things here on the show that I do. One of the things that I do when I'm not feeling myself, because we all have those days where you're just not, you don't feel cute, you might feel too, big, whatever the issue is. I have on my mirror in the bathroom, I have different things and phrases that I see. So I have queen, I have you are amazing. I have even little scriptures. I can do things through all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens me. I have just a host of positive affirmations. And so when I'm doing my hair, my makeup, whatever it is that I'm doing throughout the day, even if I'm just walking past, you're always going to glance at the mirror because you want to make sure that you look good. So those things are embedded into my brain. So I make sure that I do that. Another thing that I do is I stand in front of the mirror. Mm-hmm. Now, if anybody that knows me that has been to my house know I have a house full of mirrors. Goddamn mirrors. And so this exercise, I'm sure that there's plenty other blogs about this exercise, but I just do it because I just like looking at myself. I get in the mirror whether I'm clothed or whether I am unclothed, and I love myself. I love myself through my imperfections. So whatever my imperfection is, I'm going to love myself through it. So whatever society says is a no-go, I'm going to love it. Whether it's my big boobs, my non-butt, whatever it is, my skin, whatever it is about yourself that you don't like, you stand in front of that mirror and you love on yourself. This goes for women as well as men because we just need to learn to love ourselves more. Another thing that I do is I'm careful about the words that I speak about myself and others, but more myself. Like if I am low on funds, aka broke.
And don't say that word.
I don't say broke. And
take it out of your vocabulary.
Correct. I correct people when they say that because you got to be careful in the words that you say about yourself. Words mean things. And I try to make sure that when I'm talking about myself, that I do not use terms like that, negative terms. I try not to use those. There's a host of other things that you can do. I practice using positive affirmations. One Christmas for my friends, this might have been 2 years ago, I made positive affirmation jars. Found this idea on Pinterest. Shout out to Pinterest, you're my BFF. I took jars and I filled them with positive affirmations that I found online. I made them decorative and personal to each person. So when you're having a bad day, you go to that jar, you pull out that positive affirmation, and you don't read it to yourself. You read it out loud so you can hear it, so it can enter into your mind. So I'm definitely a believer in positive affirmations, standing in the mirror and loving yourself through your imperfections. Even if you don't want to write on your mirror, because sometimes it's hard to get off, just write it on the poster board and have it stuck up somewhere. Or print out words and have it framed. You can go to the Dollar Tree and get a frame and have those printed out so you can see them. See them in your living spaces. Even at work. If you can have stuff on your desk or on your cubicle or wherever you work, even if you work from home or own your own business, have positive words that you can see. It really will help you in your day-to-day life and just learning to love yourself. So that's what I've been up to.
Loving on yourself, huh?
Loving
Being
on yourself.
Amazing, and that everything you just spoke about, it's really just truth. There's truth. I mean, I'm the researcher. If we take it just to a scientific level, I mean, everybody's familiar with Albert Einstein. Energy equals matter, and matter equals energy. E equals MC squared. So if energy equals matter and matter equals energy, what does that mean? My thoughts, which is energy, can manifest this drink. It was a thought in her mind that she came together, and it's the boom. But it manifested something. Energy equals matter, and this is a material thing. So that's right, those positive words, those positive affirmations. Kudos to Samantha. So head over to the blog, because Samantha just has some amazing tips for you to be amazing. And stay tuned, because the holidays are coming up, and Samantha is like really good at making things from hand and put her love and her energy and heart into it. Like this drink. But how you could give your family members and your loved ones some good tips of products that you can make from home that's made with love. So till next time, thank you for joining the Real Girlfriend